Yes, good morning class. Today we are here to have an overview about embedded system. So before going to an embedded system, we need to understand about the overview of embedded system and understand about the definition of embedded system and understand what is an evolution or the history about the embedded system. So to have a definition and overview and evolution or the history about the embedded system, let us first understand what is an embedded system. So here the embedded system does comprises, we have a basic idea that embedded system do consists of the hardware, software or the firmware and included with the mechanical components associated with any of the system. So we can analyze any of the system which consists of a hardware or software and mechanical components. When it do consists of this, then an idea arises here is, or we can have a doubt that if it is being called an embedded system, and what is the general purpose system called as? It also do consists of the same components which are being associated with the embedded system. So to understand this, we'll have to have an analysis about embedded system as well as the general purpose system. So here the embedded system is a one which do consists of the one which is a combination of hardware and embedded OS system. But when consideration of your general purpose system, it do consists of generic hardware and general purpose operating system. So there is a difference between embedded operating system and general purpose operating system. Specifically we can say that embedded system is a best example where I can perform only one task, only one specific task with the embedded system. That is, the major of the application comes here in this your consumer electronics, home automation system, healthcare units, ATM cards or card readers. So here is, if I take an example under consumer electronics, if I take an example of washing machine. So washing machine can only wash the clothes. Only wash the clothes. And if I take the same consumer electronics and one more example, microwave oven, then it can heat the food. So now every application is being given a specific task that washing machine can only wash the clothes. That is, it is specifically meant for only one application. I cannot heat the food in the washing machine or I cannot wash the clothes in the microwave oven. So every system of an embedded system is being designed in such a way that it is being associated with certain control functions in the firmware where the instructions are being stored in the memory to perform only single task that is specifically designed for it. So coming back to our general purpose system, it is in applications where it are being alterable by the user. That is, it is possible for the end user to reinstall the operating system or add or remove the user applications. So here I can consider the parameters to be a performance, to be a deciding factor, and power requirements and memory usage to be a specific parameters which decide the general purpose system to be a better one. So if I take in an analysis part, the faster is the better. For the GPA, general purpose system, I take faster to be the better one. I cannot consider the same thing to be in the embedded system. I consider to be a general purpose system in that key indicating factor is your faster to be a better one. But the same thing if I give it for the specific task to complete in certain time limit frame, if it is completing earlier to its deadline, but I can say it has done its task in the minimal time, but I cannot say that it is a better one. It has been given a specific task to complete the task in the deadline, but if it is completing earlier and it is being faster, then it is not that the time criticalness is not being considered. But if I am considering the same thing in the general purpose system, I consider to be the faster one is the better. So that is a major difference between the performance key indicator between the general purpose system as well as the embedded system. So we'll see the next classification or the evolution of the embedded system. So here you can see the basic generalized examples of an embedded system. The areas which I consider here are being the robots, receivers, cameras, DVD players, wireless routers and players. So every are being specified for each individual task. So no single individual application is being designed to do multitasking. Whereas comparison with your general purpose system, it can perform multitasking in the processor system. So next comes is your to understand what is the evolution of your embedded system.